Today we're going to be in day 12. If you scroll down in your modules, you'll eventually see it under week 3 and 4 at the very bottom. Okay, so day 12, similar figures part 2. This is your second notes page, but we're going to start with our bell ringer. Okay, so click on day 12 bell ringer, day 12 bell ringer in your modules. You're going to have 2 questions today. Okay, so not a lot. First one looks to be a regular proportion problem, and the second one looks like multiplying fractions, okay? So quick tip right there. Go ahead, pause the video, work this out, give yourself 5 minutes. Guys, submit these, okay? I actually grade these. There's a lot of busy work that teachers give you that they don't grade. I grade these, okay? So get this one done. Once you're done with your bell ringer, you're gonna go back to your modules. You're gonna go all the way down. If you click on this link right here, it should open up this Pear Deck, okay? And you should be able to work on this whether I'm there or not. Should be just fine. I'm gonna help you work through the first 3 of these real quick, starting with number 1. So when we're doing these problems, these similar figure problems, they are proportion problems. So we already have a table, right? And if we don't have a table, we're making a table, we're filling it in, we're doing the same things that we do for any other proportion problem. I actually think similar figures is easier because the numbers are already given to you really, and like you don't have to read through a giant problem or anything like that. So let's check it out. In our table, we have a little triangle over big triangle, which means that small things are going to end up being on the top, the smaller numbers, and the bigger numbers are going to be on the bottom. Okay, so let's check this out. Our first step is to match our sides. Okay, so we know we're going to be solving for x. So let's circle the x. And we have to find which side looks like this side of the triangle. Okay, so it looks like the left side of the triangle, kind of a smaller side. I'm thinking it's this one right here. So it's going to be this 6, right? So we're going to go ahead and connect these. And we need one other set of numbers or set of sides for us to solve this, right? Because we have one variable and one number. We need to have 3 numbers and 1 variable to even solve for a proportion. So we need another side. It looks like 8 doesn't have a number with its corresponding side. This side doesn't have a number, so we can't use that, right? We need 2 more numbers. So it looks like this side, this long side, this 25 goes with this long side of this one. So we'll connect those. Okay, now for putting things in the table. It doesn't matter which pair that we put in first. Let's start with the one we did first. So we have the x and the 6. Now, it's small things over big things. Look at these sides. Look at this side right here. And look at this side right here. Which one of these is smaller? Probably this side right here, right? So on top right here, we would have a 6. And on the bottom, we would put that x. The numbers that are paired together with this little line are the ones that need to be on top of each other in there, right? They need to go into the column together. Okay, so we still have 2 other numbers to place. This one's going to be easier. Which one's smaller, 10 or 25? 10 or 25? Probably 10, right? So we're going to go ahead and put 10 on top because it's smaller. That's where small things go. And we're going to put 25 on the bottom. Ooh, that was rough. Okay, so from here, we have 3 numbers and a variable. There's something we do every single time to solve for these. We go, whoosh, whoosh, and then it is this right here. So what this is cross multiplication and division, right? We're cross multiplying our 6 and our 25. And we should get 150. Then we're going to be dividing by 10. And it looks like our answer is going to be just 15. All right, so you match your sides, put it in the table, and solve it, right? Pretty simple. Let's do another one. Okay, this one's a little bit more difficult because they flip the image on you, okay? So you kind of have to think about which side goes with which side a little bit more. So again, we need to be matching sides first. And it looks like if we could like cut this image and rotate it around, I think that this side would ultimately end up being with this one right here. Okay, this is one of those ones that would probably be easier to do on paper, because you could actually cut it and flip it around. But being online, it makes it a little bit more difficult. These are the ones that are going to go together. You really just have to think about it. Okay, so this one I know would have to rotate all the way around for this long side to match up with this long side right here. But this 20 goes with the 40, leaving the long side of the 50 to go with the long side of this one, this X. Okay, so our sides are matched up. Next up, put it in the table, right? So we have 20 and 40. Which one of these is smaller? Probably 20. 20, 40. Bingo, bango, we got it. Then we have X and 50. Look at these sides. This side looks smaller than this side, so we're going to call it smaller. We have X on top, 50 on the bottom. And if you notice, when we're putting these in here, this 20 and this X are with this small triangle. And we got these from the small triangle, right? And then we have our 40 and our 50 where the big triangle is, and we got these from our big triangle. So everything kind of lines up, everything looks good. From here, we got 2 steps to solve, cross multiply and divide. I'm gonna let you do this one on your own. I got you this far. Let's go ahead and talk about our third one. Our third one is another one of those ones that's kind of flipped. I want you to just solve for X though, okay? So they have X and Y. I would just cross out the Y. It's unnecessary. We don't need it right now. Let's get rid of it. Bye-bye. So if we took this right angle and put it right exactly where this one is, we kind of just flipped that triangle, it looks like the 15 would go with the 30, right? Gotta be. So we have 15 with this 30. And the long side looks to be this X, and we have 34. Okay, these are matched up. Think about which one's smaller, put them in together on top of each other, cross multiply and divide, okay? I think you should be good on this. There's a few more slides. Once you get the knack, they go like this, okay? It's super easy, super quick. So that was your classwork. Then, yes, you have homework. It just, since I'm not there, I feel like you need a little bit extra practice, okay? It's going to be in your Wiser Me. So go to www.wiser.me and you should see your assignment. Let's see. Where am I at? Learners. Okay, it's going to be this worksheet. It's called MathAdlib. MathLib. Similar figures, MathLib. It should look like this. I'll probably delete the other assignments you have in there, so it's the only one that shows up. But it's called Similar Figures MathLib. Okay, when you open it up, let's see if I can show you without giving you the answers. Okay, so when you open it up, it's going to have these problems, okay? And it's the same kind of problems we've been doing. Match the sides, solve for the missing one, right? Now, it has these weird names next to it and these weird words. So what it's going to do is once you find all the answers, it's going to make you like a silly little story or something like that. Okay, so don't be distracted by the words next to your numbers. Just be solving for the missing numbers. Alrighty, I think that's it. If you didn't do your assignments from day 11, get those done. Okay, especially the bell ringer. You know I take those for a grade. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Don't be acting up in class. You know who you are. Chill out. Don't be doing too much. And y'all have a good break, okay? If I don't talk to y'all before then.